Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1065, and today we have to Lima Shenanigans of 1977, number 26, NXT Event Center for September 20th, 2022. We have this begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is a YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Thank you for that wonderful intro. Hello there, folks. Once again, Eric Lima here, coming at you yet with another episode from my new YouTube channel vlog show, Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. As you know, I am the perpetrator of these good shenanigans that have been happening around here. How's it going, everyone? It's episode 26 of the show. It is September the 21st, 2022. 12:09 p.m. We are, this is it. 2 more days of summer left of the summer season, and then we're going into fall. That means everybody will be, pretty soon, most of the teams, except for the teams going to the playoffs, to pack up their gear and head to their respective homes until the new season when it comes to baseball. The football season's up underway, so and right now, the Patriots are 1-1. That's pretty good, I say, so far. And the Red Sox may end up going home after this week is over. I'll tell you what. It's been a tough year for the Red Sox, obviously. A lot of injuries. I think trading away Christian Vasquez and letting Jackie Bradley go was a huge mistake on their Sox part. At least the Sox should have been in contention with those two if those two were still with the team. Unfortunately, things don't work out the way they want them, so it is what it is. C'est la vie. That's life. We move on, okay?
Yeah.
And so it's episode 26 of the show, like I said, and we're already approaching episode 30 of Eric the Shenanigans of 1977, because I have, let's see, this episode, and then I got the next episode doing the Joker's Wild, and then I got the AEW Dynamite and Pressure Luck, and then I got to do the final thoughts of summer 2022, up to 30 episodes already. I'll tell you what, I'm just amazed at this myself. So let's get right into it. The NXT Event Center starts the new era. It's no NXT 2.0 anymore. It's just NXT period. Wow. And it started off with Shawn Michaels holding a meeting with Solo Sikoa, the North American champion, and Carmelo Hayes. Now, unfortunately, when Carmelo Hayes says that nobody can be at a level last week, they bust up Wes Lee. But unfortunately, they did not sanction the match between Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. So, even though the referee's decision was final, and Solo Sikoa was North American champion. So, Shawn Michaels asked Solo Sikoa to relinquish the North American title as a result. I thought, I can understand they're ready for Solo Sikoa to make it to the main roster, and so it was really tough on Solo Sikoa to relinquish the title. But then Shawn Michaels shook his hands and congratulations. But I said, again, you best of luck going on Raw or SmackDown, wherever you go. And so Sikoa looked at Carmelo Hayes. Told you I got next. But Solo Sikoa says it's time for him to move on. There's a title that he wants to go after, and I think I know what title he wants to go get next for the Bloodline.
Wow.
If I were Gunther, I'd get Imperium to watch his back. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
But might I digress, though? And then Carmelo Hayes thinks the title should be back to him. He goes, no, wait a minute. Here, that's not how we do things. So Shawn Michaels is kind of running things a little bit, and he says that it'll be you against 4 other men who will be decided by qualifying matches in a ladder match at Halloween Havoc in 6 weeks. So I was like, I think I had a
Yep.
feeling that he was going to go there with that.
Mm.
And so the North American title right now is held in abeyance. It's vacant for the time being. Then there was Axiom versus Nathan Frazier, 2 out of 3 match series. Axiom had the first matchup won. These two went at it, and the thing was a heck of a match between these two. I would not be surprised if these two end up being a tag team by the time the series is over.
Wow.
But anyways, but then Nathan Frazier did pick up the second victory for the matchup. So each the best of 3 series tied at 1 apiece. Then Alba Fire addresses Mandy Rose, as Alba Fire is now targeting the newly engaged Mandy Rose, by the way. Congratulations to Mandy Rose being engaged to Tino Sabatelli. But, might I digress, my favorite member of Toxic Attraction is not Mandy Rose, but Gigi Dolan. Like
Wow. Okay.
So, and then Toxic Attraction, we're getting ready for their tag match against Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley. And, so Toxic Attraction was getting ready. Well, tell Mandy, don't worry, Alpha Fire, I'll take care of her. Here goes the matchup. But then, now the whole turmoil between Diamond Mine has been a little bit more clearer by explanation by Damon Kemp. Because Tony D'Angelo and Chandy Stack Lorenzo noticed that Diamond Mine was on, but Diamond Mine was basically, at a dissension between Roderick Strong and the Creed brothers. So, but Tony D'Angelo wanted to take advantage of the situation, and then Roderick Strong slapped the money down.
Wow.
But then Damon Kemp picked up the money and shook hands. I'll do it. I'll do it. And he took out he broke Roderick Strong's phone, took out Roderick Strong, and then betrayed the Creed brothers. So it was Damon Kemp all along that's been working for Tony D'Angelo. So, and Ivy Nile was not very happy about this, and Tatum Paxley said, "We got to calm down, stay focused. We got Toxic Attraction. I am calm. I'm focused. Let's go."
Wow.
So, Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley went against JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, Toxic Attraction. Toxic Attraction did pick up the victory, and so did pick up the victory.
Okay.
And then Schism, that will be the Dyad, Jagger Reed and Rick Fowler, and Joe Gacy addresses the locker room and the crowd. And then Malik Blaine, Angel Sanofi interrupted the Schism, brawled with Dyad. They had their matchup, and with the move formerly known as just one ticket, now it's called one ticket, the ticket to Mayhem, did pick up the victory. Wendy Chu went one-on-one with Cora Jade, and Jade did pick up the victory, but then Lash Legend attacks her after the match.
Wow. Wow.
Then Mackenzie Mitchell interviews Braun Breaker about who he thinks is going to win between J.D. McDonough and Tyler Bate. He says he thinks that Tyler Bate's going to win the matchup.
Okay.
Trick Williams did pep talk and Hayes, in which Hayes has got something to say.
Okay.
And Kelly Kincaid made her NXT interviewing debut as she interviewed the newcomer, formerly known as Oliver Carter, Oro Mensah, which found out that his match against Grayson Waller will be a qualifying match for the ladder match at Halloween Havoc.
Wow.
And Oro Mensah's ready to go. Hayes and Williams, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes went to the ring, addressed what happened last week. Chase U interrupts Hayes and Williams, and when Andre Chase went to say a teachable moment, they keep cutting them off. I would have slapped some heads and go, "You don't cut me off."
Wow.
It was a teachable moment, and then they brawl with Hayes and Williams. They had a impromptu tag team matchup, and Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, they lost to Chase U. They lost. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, it was not their day. It was not their day. I mean, I'll tell you what, last week you lost the North American title. This week you lose to Chase U. Come on, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. What's up with you guys already?
Yes, exactly.
And the Gallus boys seem to make themselves at home. Decided to set up their own pub, so to speak. They got cards, table, and then Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs came in along with Fallon Henley, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Hey," and like, "Hey, no, it's a real man's pub. You get out of here." So both teams were arguing again. And in fact, next week they're going to have a pub rules match. I want to know, is the Gallus boys the Scottish version of APA?
Wow.
And that would be really funny if they can be, but nobody can be the APA, let me tell you. So, anyways, also next week that's going to happen is Cameron Grimes going one-on-one with Joe Gacy, and possibly, and Kaden Carter will go one-on-one with the lovely Nikita Lyons, kind of like that.
Wow. Okay.
So, anyways, Sangha in a battle of hosses against Von Wagner, these two boys went at it. I mean, these two, like I think they're both like 6'8", 6'6", or something like that. These two big bulls went at it, but Von Wagner did pick up the victory.
Wow.
And then Wesley addressed the ladder match, qualified. He says, "Listen, you guys jumped me last week, but you know what? I'll get a chance to get back. Man, I'll go in that ladder match. I'll try to go in that ladder match."
Wow.
And then Mackenzie Mitchell was talking about that. Then Channing Stacks Lorenzo says next week he's got me in a qualifying match for the ladder. So in a qualifying match for that ladder match. So Wesley versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Cameron Grimes did Joe Gacy. That match is going to happen next week. And the qualifier, Oro Mensah, the newcomer, formerly known as Oliver Carter, went up against Grayson Waller, and Mensah did pick up the victory over Grayson Waller. Creed brothers were talking about who faces Damon Kemp, and that next week Brutus Creed will fight Damon Kemp. So, and then Julius Creed was right on it. Also next week, Sol Ruka will make her debut, and she's a multi-talented. She likes to sing and play guitar, surf, and all that. We'll see her athleticism next week. I've seen her a couple times on Level Up. She's good. She's probably going to be the future. Number one contenders match of Tyler Bate versus JD McDonald. This matchup was a banger. I mean, these two are no strangers to each other. NXT UK, they brought the European strong style to the States, and they had a great match. Fans appreciated it. They loved it. But JD McDonald did win with the double inside suplex to win the matchup. Mm-hmm. But as Braun Breaker and JD McDonald were confronting each other, some music was playing. In comes Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov's now arrived in the States of NXT, much to the chagrin of one J.D. McDonough. So that is it. Excuse me for just a second before I continue on. All right, and that is it for NXT. I may have missed a segment while I was in the bathroom, in between the Malik Blade and Dyad matchup, and Chu and Jay. I'll find out what that segment is on the next episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. That's right, 77. My jersey, my own name on the jersey. Would you believe that? So I will see you guys later. So, Mr. Announcer, take us home, and I'll see you the next episode. Joker's Wild. See ya.
Wow.
That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bumbling Bofo Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.
So that was Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Number 26, NXT event center for September 20th, 2022. Yeah. What I think about this episode, I think it was amazing. So far, this episode was a success. That was the episode about 1065 of LJPCBM. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be episode of 1066 of LJPCBM. Joker's Wild, number 2, Wild Wednesdays. Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, number 27. Now, my excuse me, I gotta calculate how much longer it's gonna take for LJPCBM gonna take. Until next time, salute Joseph Bobby baby. We get word to be gonna be soon. Excuse me. Till then, Joker's out. See ya.
the time I failed to really understand it. I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening. But I tried all the time. Why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.